Hey Ellen, here I am at 1009 Girard, and I'm just starting out here on the street so you can kind of see what's going on. Pretty standard residential neighborhood. This is Girard, a bit of a through street. You can see that four-way stop right there. Why, here comes a motorist now. So, as I turn back towards the house, the stucco overall looks like it's in pretty good shape. I see some patching, like this is a patch on a pretty good crack right here. And there was another spot over here. Where was that? Oh, just a little bit of cracking here and there. This is the exterior wall though, so I'm not terribly worried about it. We'll pay closer attention as we get towards the house. I can see that there's been a little bit of patching on the stucco right up on top here, which is normal. You know, a house of this age is definitely going to have a history of some maintenance. Here's a crack that needs to get filled. Now this is the joint between the wall and the house, and this doesn't bother me. It should have an expansion joint, and that's good to keep these structures from moving against each other. The crack that I'm seeing is this crack, which runs up the arete, if you will, of this wall. And that's time to get patched. That'll introduce water if it's not taken care of. One car space here. And here we go into the courtyard. All right, so there's a little covered patio, which is east facing, so this is totally shady here at 3 o'clock. And the front yard is very pleasant. I think this is a cottonwood tree here. You got this little railroad tie path that leads out to this front gate here. A little bench, a little water feature. It's pleasant. You know, it's a nice private space. The little path, you know, some of these railroad ties are a little bit tired, if you will. This is a grapevine here. And I think these are hollyhocks. But the adobe wall and the planting boxes are all pretty nice. You know, good flavor. And you can hear that traffic when we're out in the front yard. All right. Moving up to the house now. So we've got a door here. I think this is likely to be the only way into the garage. One car garage. This door is tired. It's got daylight coming through it. Needs to be replaced. The garage is, you know, it's a standard one car garage. This is the back of the fireplace. We've got our water heater, which does not look ancient. Let's see if I can see the tag. No, it's not jumping out at me, but you know, it does not look like an antique. Laundry out here. Utility sink. That appears to work. here's another door. So maybe there is access to the garage from the house, and we'll get there. That lock is very snug. All right, so French doors, a French door as the main entry door, and there's this security iron, which is nice. You can leave the door open. The swamp cooler is running, and it is pleasant in here. So there's this large tile feature, which I'm trying to wrap my mind around right now. Oh, look at that. Basement action. Okay. So the kitchen has this butcher block counter, which is in fair condition. There are some things about it that catch my eye, like this less than perfect caulking. There's details like that. There's a lot of wear here at the stove. Older cabinets. And a view of your backyard and two neighbors' backyards. Because there's only actually 3 houses on the end of this block. There's a couple little things like wine glass rack. They have this built-in shelf with the iron. What are those brackets? Dishwasher. And I think this is vinyl, but it's been well done. It's clean, it's nice looking. There appears to be some kind of stain or mark right there. Someone has put up some crown molding at some point. I can see that there was a patch here where the old floor furnace used to be. And what they've done is they've made the hole part of the return air system for the heater. So here's bedroom number 1. This is the northeast bedroom. Updated fan. I see older windows. These are single pane casement windows that crank open. Let's see if this one works. It does, but it's stiff. These old casement windows are not great, but they work. When you have bars on a bedroom window, on bedroom windows, they have to have a safety release, and that's what this thing is. It's so that if there is a fire there, you can exit here, and the bars don't stop you. Closets, kind of an interesting closet arrangement. So this is a single drop. We know what that means. There it is. That is where the cooling comes in. And right here in this spot, it's very pleasant. This is the hall bath. I see that it's had some minor updates. This toilet is not original. The sink is not original, fixture and so forth. This tile has been painted. It is some other color underneath this white paint. This is what people do sometimes to an old original bathtub that's just a bad color. In fact, I can see that this whole thing is a resurface, which is pretty common. But you know, they did some stuff that really bothers me, like this terrible caulk joint and this kind of detail work. You know, it shouldn't be like that. It should be perfect and seamless. There's a skylight in the bathroom, and they put this cabinet in here, which in my opinion needs to come down. It's just way too big for the space. It's sticking out in the room in a most unpleasant way. I understand why they put it in here though, because there's not a whole lot of storage. If you put a cabinet sink, you would have under cabinet storage. Otherwise, that's about it. Here's the second bedroom. It's got a little niche. This is west. This is north. This bedroom has a big mirrored closet situation. And they've done some cheap shelving. The Lazy Susan for your shoes. That's fun. But these are the mother of all mirrored closet doors. I mean, they are big. It's all mirror from there to there. All right. So that's the upper level. I'm going to give you a little more detail on this tile divider, which is what it is essentially. This is copper accent, which is kind of a nice touch. This thing has some interesting flavor. It's definitely unique. Oh, here we are back in the kitchen, so I might as well do the detail stove shot. Let's see how clean it is. Not terrible. I've certainly seen worse. Yeah, decent. You know, this is a functional kitchen. It's tight, but there's enough workspace around the stove to make it work. The relationship of countertop to fridge, although snug, gives you the ability to take things out and place them on the counter in a functional way. I could work in this kitchen, but it would have to stay super organized or I would lose my mind. A little table spot here, I would put this at 9 by 9, just enough room for a decent sized table, certainly not a big table. Now, interestingly enough, back here, these windows have been done. These are aluminum clad double pane, so not all the windows are original. I see this front window has been done. And those two windows have been done. So it just looks like these two windows are the ones that didn't get done. All right, I'm going down. Here we go. Fun copper banister. This is basically a snug staircase, just like, you know, like a spiral staircase. That's what it is. It is a little bit tight for me getting in there. This was a wee bit snug. So here we are on the lower level. we first come into what I'm calling sort of an office type area, it's not private because it's open to the stairs. Anybody can come on down here. But this is a good spot for a desk. You could definitely have even 2 desks side by side. Cedar closet for all your woolen stuff. Ooh, look at this. Floor safe. So you can keep your contraband in there. Built-in shelf, or sorry, cabinet here. The ceilings are this tongue and groove. They look like they're in pretty darn good shape. And it is almost 8 feet in here. So it's tall for a basement. It doesn't feel like I'm standing in a cramped space. This funny little cove here. Scary hole to the underside of the house. You get some access to your HVAC and so forth. Coming around the bend, this is the lower level bathroom. Clawfoot tub. There it is. Now this ceiling is 7 feet. It's close. You know, my head is at 6 feet. So, yeah, just about 7 feet in here. Glass block accents, a little window for ventilation, basic med cab, sink. And then behind me here we have more storage. These are also cedar lined. And part of our HVAC system is peeking out here. This is ductwork coming from the crawl space into this room. The lights in this little hallway are these halogen type. And there's another door, another French door here. This would count as a bedroom in my mind. You could easily put a bedroom in here or make it a bedroom, but there's no closet. So it's the armoire. It's sort of the guest area, if you will. Now, we haven't gone outside yet, but I can see that there's access to this level from the back. So it's not mandatory that you go up and down these interior stairs, which again are kind of snug. So basically on this lower level, we've got a office space, which is here, a full bath, and a bedroom space. It's easier going up those stairs than descending. All right, I'm heading out to the back. This is a two-handed door, hold on. Okay. I'm on the deck. You know, this is fairly deep. I'm gonna put that at 12 feet. Probably 20 feet in length. And the wood appears to be in serviceable condition. I don't see a lot of twisting or spaces. And here's some fun carpentry. Notice the radiating pattern. That took a lot of patient cutting. And here is the access to the lower level. You come down these stairs, down those stairs, and you're standing at the door that is that third bedroom. Nice mature vine. pretty plain backyard. Rocks. This is a house that was purchased about, I'm gonna shoot from the hip and say 7 or 8 years ago. And they put this big addition from here to here and completely remodeled the inside. I was actually involved with that transaction because I had the listing when the original house was sold. And so they really blew it out and spent a lot of money. Here's our electricity. This is old power. And they've got this section covered. I see corrugated tin behind the bamboo here. And then down on this end, they've got some sunshades, some sails. Try to keep the sun off the back of the house. Stucco back here doesn't look terrible. I do see some more cracking. The top there, I don't know if this is coming through. Maybe that's not cracking. As I look at it closely, it looks more like a lip of product, like it was the patch. It's the edge of the patch. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys. Safe travels.